Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a bit of a breaking news story for you guys right now. How y'all doing? I'm allow people to catch up to this live, and then we're gonna get into it. We got a bit of a breaking story for you guys. Let me just send out the notifications. Please check in and let us know where you're coming in from. Let me just send out these notifications. But the news is official. The Lakers have dismissed head coach after 2 years, Darvin Ham. He is no longer there. So let me just send out these notifications real quick and make sure y'all join this live. Let me do this here. Just give me a second. Make sure y'all check in and let us know. DC, shout out to DC. I see we got DC in the house. Just a second here. Let me share that. Okay, I think I've shared that. I think we're good there. Okay. All right. I think we are good to go. Okay. So let's allow everybody to catch up to this live. Let's give it like another minute or so. Excuse the setup is not our usual setup. We didn't have time to set up the way we normally do. Shout out to Maryland, New Orleans. Where else we got? Somebody said Doc Rivers is next. Vegas. Shout out to Las Vegas. Somebody said LeBron is the worst. Shout out to Massachusetts. What else we got here? Let me see. Did I miss anybody else? Let's give it like another 30 seconds and we're going to get into it here. LeBron got more coaches fired than MJ and Magic combined. UK, shout out to the UK. Tallahassee, Rhode Island. Let's give it like another 20 seconds and we're going to get it going. Let me just check this real quick. Make sure that this is out. Okay. All right. Kenya, Belize. Shout out to Belize. Jacksonville, Florida, Chicago. I see you. We got Toronto in the building. Somebody said, damn. Somebody said LeBron strikes again. Okay, let me get into the story here. So this is a breaking news report. The Lakers have officially dismissed Darvin Ham as their head coach, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. I can share the tweet for you guys here so y'all can see it after the live is done. But that's the tweet there. That's the post there from Adrian Wojnarowski. And according to Woj, he is saying that the Los Angeles Lakers have dismissed Los Angeles Lakers dismissed coach Darvin Ham. Sources tell ESPN in 2 seasons, Ham was 90-74 with the Western Conference Finals berth, 2 play-in victories, and an in-season title. Lakers lost in 5 games to Denver in opening round. Adrian Wojnarowski, what else did he say? He said Laker GM Rob Pelinka. Let me read this. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka informed Ham of decision on the phone call a short time ago. Sources said after a run to Western Conference Finals a year ago and winning 47 games this season, it'll likely be Ham's successor who will get a chance to benefit from organization using a major draft capital to upgrade roster in the off season. Let me see what else they're saying. So for the new people coming in, the breaking story is that the Lakers have dismissed head coach Darvin Ham, according to Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN. He is no longer there. They've gotten rid of him after numerous news came out of various speculation saying that they were going to get rid of him. It looks like he has been fired ultimately, and he will no longer be coaching the Los Angeles Lakers. So now the Lakers have a new head coach. This will be their 4th head coach. Who's coached the Lakers over the last 10 years? You've had, I think you have Mike Brown, Luke Walton, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham. That's 4. I think this is 4 coaches in the last 7 to 8 years or so. About 4 coaches. So this doesn't really look good for the Lakers in terms of their ability to hire a coach. 4 coaches in 7 years is crazy. 4 or 5 coaches, and Mike D'Antoni, right? That's a lot of coaches to fire, man. That is a lot of coaches to fire for the new people coming into the live. Thank you guys for being a part of the live. Make sure we get these likes to 100. Let me break down the news again for you for the new people coming in. A breaking news story, according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the Los Angeles Lakers have dismissed coach Darvin Ham. Sources tell ESPN in 2 seasons, Ham was 90-74 with the Western Conference Finals berth, 2 play-in victories, and an in-season title. Lakers lost in 5 games to the Denver Nuggets in round 1. It then continues on. He says This is Adrian Wojnarowski. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka informed Ham of decision in phone call short time ago. Sources said after run to Western Conference Finals a year ago and winning 47 games this season, it'll likely be Ham's successor who'll get a chance to benefit from organization using major draft capital to upgrade roster. So that's the news right now out of ESPN and various sources. The Lakers have part ways with Darvin Ham. So let's just talk about this a little bit. Let's talk about the Lakers' decision to do this. I didn't see this here. If they have another bad season, they better line up and apologize to D Ham. Appreciate the super chat. The fact of the matter is, just a second here. Yeah, the fact of the matter is the following. Look, the Lakers, the Lakers seem a bit confused right now, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm beginning to wonder, were the Lakers doing well in spite of Darvin Ham? Why am I saying this? The reason I'm saying this is, would the Lakers have considered firing Darvin Ham had they advanced in the playoffs? Had they beat the Denver Nuggets? Had they still been in the playoffs? Or is this a decision that they came to a while ago where maybe some of the players said, listen, this is not going to work? I heard reports that Darvin Ham ultimately had alienated D'Angelo Russell from the team, right? That he felt isolated. I heard that. Then we also saw the blow up that took place on That took place on during the playoff game. I believe it was game 4 in LA, where I think LeBron wanted them to challenge. The Lakers decided not to challenge, and LeBron barked at the coaching staff and the bench. I was amazed. Like, wow. Was that LeBron's breaking point, or had LeBron already reached his breaking point with Darvin Ham? And now he was just basically publicly showing it like, look, regardless of what happens in this series, he's gone, right? Because the way LeBron reacted to his head coach was absolutely something I had never witnessed before. Just a second, guys. Just a second here. So the breaking news story is that Darvin Ham has been let go of in terms of the Lakers head coach. They have fired him, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. Let me see if I can do this here. Anyway, so that's the news. So Darvin Ham is gone. Then the question now becomes, where do the Lakers go from here? This is the most important question now. They've gotten rid of Darvin Ham. We understand that they don't want Darvin Ham. We get that. I understand. Y'all don't want him. The question is, who do they go out for now? Who do they go out for? Who's on the market? We've been hearing various reports say that they want to get Tyronn Lue. Well, Ty Lue is still under contract with the Los Angeles Clippers. And the first time Ty Lue wanted to go to the Lakers, they told him that he couldn't pick his own staff. And finally, are we sure that Ty Lue wants to go to the Lakers? That's another question, because the Lakers coaching position is the hottest seat in the NBA. It's the hottest seat in sports or in basketball in terms of being a coach. Let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes, guys. I would appreciate that. It's the hottest seat in sports. Somebody say, now you want to do a live. Yeah, 7:30 p.m., my boy. Yeah, I can do a live right now. That's why. But anyway, it's the hottest seat, hottest position to be in. Does Ty Lue want to go in there and deal with that? Well, some people will say, well, Ty Lue already won a championship. They're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Did they give Frank Vogel the benefit of the doubt? He won a championship too, and they got rid of him. So does he want to be a part of that? This is the question. Another thing we got to consider is the following. We got to look in the direction of the Lakers organization. We have to do it, because the Lakers have created an environment where whenever things go wrong, they've always figured out a way to either blame their own coach that they hire or blame some of their ancillary complementary players. And maybe some coaches are looking at the position and saying, bro, do I really want to be a part of that? Shout out to Aiden in Texas. Do I really want to be a part of this situation? Am I in the mood to be scapegoated? Is this something that I want to experience? Seriously, these are questions we have to ask ourselves. Is this something that the Lakers, whoever they hire, wants to endure? Because it's not an easy position to fill. Really. I was listening to Paul Pierce today on I was listening to Paul Pierce today on Undisputed, and they were talking about the potential of them firing the coach. And Paul Pierce asked the question, which was, what are the Lakers trying to do actually right now as an organization? Are they trying to get younger? Are they trying to come off some of their younger players? Are they going to try to retool to win another championship? Is LeBron going to retire? And if LeBron retires, what does that look like for the team? No one knows. A lot of people are saying that LeBron wants to stay with the Lakers, that he's not going to move. Well, if LeBron is not going to move, then you need to make sure that whatever coach you're getting is for the long term. And the question is, did Darvin Ham have a fair shake at the job? I want to ask the audience. Let me ask the audience. Did the Lakers give Darvin Ham enough time? I want to know what you guys have to say in the audience. Let me read the super chat here. Charles, Mr. Balco has no shame. Appreciate that, Big Chief. Did the Lakers give Darvin Ham enough time? Why am I asking this question? Why am I asking this question? Look at Mike Malone. Look at Mike Malone with the Denver. How many years was he coaching the team? Mike Malone was coaching the Nuggets for years. For years. It takes time to build a championship team. It takes time. Steve Kerr didn't just walk into Golden State and then all of a sudden they started winning championships. That's actually not what happened. Steve Kerr inherited a foundation that Mark Jackson put in place, and then he was able to build upon it. The point I'm making is it took time. These things take time. So we now have to investigate, what are the Lakers' expectations? Are their expectations realistic? Let me ask you guys a question. Look at the Western Conference landscape right now. There's some very good teams. You have the Dallas Mavericks. You have the Oklahoma City Thunder. You have the Minnesota Timberwolves. And you have the Denver Nuggets. So by you going out there and getting another coach, are we sure that's going to put you over the top of those teams? Because those teams are going to get better. They're going to get better over time. So is this something where, okay, you know what? We need somebody to blame. We need to get somebody's head needs to roll. So we're going to fire Darvin Ham, get him out of here, and then pacify our fan base for the next few months, get a new coach, get everybody excited. And then when they don't do well, then they're going to go out there and fire them, unless the Lakers know something that we don't know. Maybe they have an inside track to Tyronn Lue. Maybe they do. Let me read the news report for the new people coming into the live. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, let me share. Okay, he just shared another tweet. Let me share this original tweet. He wrote this. Let me share it in the comment section. It's from Adrian Wojnarowski on ESPN. He says the following. The Los Angeles Lakers dismissed coach Darvin Ham, sources tell ESPN, in 2 seasons. Ham was 90-74 with the Western Conference Finals berth, to play in victories and an in-season title. Lakers lost 5 games to Denver in the opening round. He then said Lakers GM Rob Pelinka informed him of decision in a phone call short time ago. Sources said after a run to Western Conference Finals a year ago and winning 47 games this season, it'll likely be Ham's successor who will get a chance to benefit from the organization using major draft capital to upgrade their roster. And then he recently put out 6 minutes ago, he says Ham is the first Laker coach to make the playoffs and not return the following season since Phil Jackson in 2011. That's what he's saying. Some people are saying next head coach will be JJ Redick. Listen, JJ Redick seems to know basketball. JJ Redick has a relationship with LeBron James, quite obviously, so he has support within the organization. But Laker Nation doesn't care about that. Laker Nation doesn't care about JJ Redick's relationship with JJ Redick. Laker Nation doesn't really care about how much JJ Redick knows about basketball. To go out there and hire JJ Redick, a rookie head coach, with no coaching experience to take over that team? Well, it depends. If they believe he's going to turn into an Ime Udoka, then possibly yes. Was Ime Udoka an assistant coach? I believe Ime Udoka was an assistant head coach, right? For the Boston Celtics, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Ime Udoka was an assistant head coach. And also in San Antonio, yes. Yes, and for the San Antonio Spurs. So at least Ime Udoka had some level of coaching pedigree by being around other coaches. His experience was not based on I can talk about the X's and O's of basketball on ESPN. His experience was based on the fact that he had been working under Greg Popovich and all of these guys for quite some time. I think Mike Budenholzer also came out of the Greg Popovich school of coaching. If I coach my team well enough that they are leading 71% of the time, shouldn't my GOAT, quote unquote, keep me from losing 4-1? MJ or Kobe get it me to 7. Good point. But I think that that's the conversation you and I can have in the independent space. That's not the conversation that's going to be had on television. They're never going to have that conversation. They're never going to do that. Some people are mentioning Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson seems to have been blackballed. I'm not exactly sure why Mark Jackson got blackballed. I'm not exactly sure why Mark Jackson can't get a job in the NBA. I don't know particularly. Maybe some people will know. I don't know. But I don't see them tapping Mark Jackson on the shoulder. And quite frankly, I'm not sure the Lakers players would want a coach like Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson seems to be a disciplinarian. He seems to be a no-nonsense kind of guy. And I don't think that that's what they want right now. I don't think the Lakers are looking for a coach they want to respect. I think they're looking for a coach that they can just basically be chummy with and run over when they feel like, listen, things are not going our way. Because I don't see that happening to a Mark Jackson. I really don't. I don't see that happening to a Tyronn Lue. Now, listen. People keep talking about Tyronn Lue. I want to talk about Tyronn Lue for a minute. Hey, guys, appreciate you guys for being a part of this live. Let's try to get the likes up to 250 likes. Let's talk about Tyronn Lue. Is the Lakers a more attractive organization than the Clippers? Absolutely. Even though the Clippers are about to go into a new arena, they still are the marquee brand in sports. 100%. They still are the Lakers. However, we also have to factor in all of the negatives that come with the Lakers. And those negatives are more than the positives if you look at the modern day Lakers. Why? Because we're not talking about Dr. Jerry Buss's Lakers, the late Jerry Buss's Lakers. We're not talking about that Laker. We're talking about Jeannie Buss's Lakers. Jeannie Buss, I believe, took over the Lakers when? Jeannie Buss has been really the one running the show for what, the last 8 years? 8 years or so? It's been Jeannie Buss, right? Jeannie Buss has been running the Lakers for at least the last 7 years. At least the last 7 years. I don't remember when she took over after her and her brothers and all of them had that dispute, but it's been for at least the last 7 years. Appreciate that, Falcon. What has been her record? What has been the record? LeBron came to the Lakers, I believe, what, in 2019? LeBron came to the Lakers in 2019. They missed the playoffs then, end of 2018, 2019. They missed the playoffs in year 1. They won the championship in year 2. Year 3, they lost in the first rounds to the Suns. Year 4, they didn't make the playoffs. The play-in. Year 5, they lost in the Western Conference Finals. Year 6, they lost in the first round. So out of the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the Lakers have advanced out of the first round 2 times and won a championship. That's been the record out of the last 6 years. Do I see the Lakers winning a championship next year? No. No, I don't. I don't think there's nothing they can do to get over the hump of those other teams. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see them being able to close the gap, because for them to close the gap, we have to assume that those other teams are staying still. As the Lakers are getting better, the other teams are getting better. By the time the Minnesota Timberwolves, whether they win the playoffs or not, when they leave the playoffs, they'll have more experience. So other teams like OKC and listen, the Dallas Mavericks are going to be there. I don't know what's going to happen with the Clippers. I think there's going to be a blow up, and I think they'll probably lose tonight. So nobody knows what the hell is going to happen to the Clippers. So listen, this looks bad on the Lakers from an organizational standpoint. It looks like they are confused. It looks like they are confused. And I will be stunned. I will be stunned if they go ahead and hire JJ Redick. I'll be stunned. The last person that was hired as a coach in the NBA that had no coaching experience was Steve Nash. Look how that worked out in Brooklyn. Now, if you can go get like an Ime Udoka, one of them coaches, now you got me. Now you got me. But I guess we're going to have to see. But this is a lot of coaches. LeBron, coach killer, strikes again. Yeah, it's crazy, though, when you think about it. Because I believe when the Lakers hire a new coach, this will be LeBron's, 9th coach? 9? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That's a lot. That's a lot of coaches. I forgot his coach when he was a rookie. I forgot the name of that coach. He had Mike Brown. He had Eric Spoelstra. He had Tyronn Lue. He had Luke Walton. He had Frank Vogel. He had Darvin Ham. And now they're going to have the other one, which would be 8. And then the other one, Paul Silas. Right, Paul Silas. That's a lot of coaches. That's a lot of coaches. That's about an average of, let me see. LeBron has played in the NBA, 21 years. So 21 divided by 9. That means every 2.5 years, LeBron has a new coach. Damn near. David Blatt. God damn, David Blatt. I forgot about David Blatt. No, wait a minute. David Blatt is, no, hold on. You have Paul Silas. You have Mike Brown. You had Eric Spoelstra. You had Tyronn Lue. No. You had David Blatt. You had Tyronn Lue. You had Luke Walton. You had Frank Vogel. You had Darvin Ham. And you have whoever this. So that's 9 coaches. Bro, that's crazy. No, I don't think Mike D'Antoni coached LeBron. Did Mike D'Antoni coach LeBron? Mike D'Antoni was there when Kobe retired. I don't think he coached LeBron. No, I don't think he coached LeBron. Did Mike D'Antoni coach? No, he didn't. No, I don't think he did. No, he didn't. I don't believe Mike D'Antoni did. So you're looking at 9 coach. That's a lot of coaches. I mean, people are talking about Magic Johnson as a coach killer. Then what's LeBron? 9? He coached Kobe. I remember that. They were supposed to go get Phil Jackson, and they went ahead and got. Let me tell you when you knew the Lakers were in trouble. You knew the Lakers were in trouble when they had an opportunity to get Phil Jackson as the head coach, but the brother of the Lakers was playing not mind games. He was having this, the pissing contest between Phil Jackson and himself, and I think that's when him and Phil Jackson and Jeannie Buss were seeing each other. The moment they decided to not hire Phil Jackson and go with Mike D'Antoni, that's when you knew it was downhill from there. That was the first big mistake that the Lakers made. The first. If you remove the bubble championship in 2020, the Lakers have been a comedy of errors since 2013. The Lakers have been a comedy of errors, or a comedy of errors since 2013. And I think we need to look in the direction of Jeannie Buss. Nobody wants to say it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why do we need to look in the direction of Jeannie Buss? Because she's the one making the decisions. If it was Dolan, we'll be doing it. If it was the Suns have new management. If it was any other team, we'll be doing it. But these are some serious, questionable decisions that have been made. You get Vogel, he wins the championship. The player said he can't get through to the players. You fire him. Pause. In the midst of firing Frank Vogel and vetting, Darvin Ham, that means that there was somewhere in your decision-making process that you guys failed at being able to understand whether or not this is the best candidate. And now you fire him, so who's left? This is what I want to know. What coaches are left? Who are the good coaches in the NBA? It ain't like there's a whole bunch of them. Some people talking about get Mike Budenholzer. I disagree with that. Because if you get Mike Budenholzer has one key flaw. And his flaw is his ability to, number one, make adjustments, and number two, being an extremely dogmatic head coach. He refuses to make any kind of changes to his philosophy. Somebody said Adrian Griffin. Bro, if they got Adrian Griffin, I don't even know what the hell would be going on. The fact of the matter is the options are limited. The options are limited. If I'm the Lakers, I'm going to go out there and get a less-known coach because they're cheaper. They're cheaper. Somebody said Phil Handy. I don't know the level of experience or expertise Phil Handy will have in coaching the Lakers. I know Phil Handy is a developmental coach. I know that. Hey, guys, let's try to get these likes to 400 likes. I'd appreciate that. I know he's a developmental coach, but I don't know about that. I'm not disrespecting Phil Handy. I like Phil Handy a lot. I don't know his experience, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it. Czech Republic, shout out to you. Fun fact, Mike Malone's dad, Bernard, was the interim coach after Paul Silas was fired. Okay. Maybe that's why he's LeBron's daddy. Oh, I didn't realize that. Appreciate the super chat. I didn't realize that. Somebody said no chill, Gil. I didn't realize that. Nah, I don't think Jeff Van Gundy. I don't think they want him to. Jeff Van Gundy is a defensive-minded coach. Jeff Van Gundy will be like, The entire offense is running through Anthony Davis. We're going to post him up. And y'all going to have to play defense. No, these are valuable good names. Dwayne Casey, Nate McMillan. These are all good names, but we got to really address the question of what exactly are the Lakers' goals right now. I've even heard that the Lakers are willing to draft Bronny James. I think if the Lakers do that, I think the Lakers will have now decided that they're going to be the clown show of the NBA. They have decided that they're going to be the clown show of the NBA. And I will know that they're not serious about winning. No disrespect to Bronny James, but I will know that the Lakers are not serious about winning the championship. I will know that. Because there's no way you can tell me that the Lakers are trying to make a push to win a championship and they're going to go bring in Bronny. I just don't see how that works. Of all the potential players they could bring, why would you do that? Except if you're doing that to appease your star. And if that's what you want to do, fine. If that's what you want to do, then fine. It's their organization. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. But I'll just know that they're not one of the serious teams in the NBA right now. Contrary to what LeBron is saying, I don't believe that Bronny James is going to be so much better than a lot of those guys on his team. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that they have some pieces that they could maximize more. You have Jared Vanderbilt. You have the guy that was coming off the bench. I forgot his name. The point guard with the braids, the light skin one. I forgot his name. I think he used to play with the Vincent. I think he used to play with the Heat. You have D'Angelo Russell. I don't think D'Angelo Russell is going to be there. Of course, you have LeBron. You have AD. You have Rui Hachimura. You have Austin Reeves. So you're not going to prioritize Bronny James over any of these players. So Bronny James is just going to be a role player coming off the bench. That'll be it. Now, some people keep mentioning, I'm seeing you guys mention Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue. That could be a possibility. If the Clippers lose tonight, I think Ty Lue should 100% consider leaving the Clippers. I think one or two things should happen if the Clippers lose tonight. Let me see. Oh, shout out to my man, Too Raw for TV. Shout out to my dude, man. Appreciate that. LeBron seems to have Genie bus wrapped around his finger or some of Too raw, man. Shout out to Too Raw, man. Shout out to Too Raw for TV. My dude, man. Shout out to Too Raw. Too Raw would be funny when he just totally snaps on one of those, like he be calm as hell, and out of nowhere he's like, I can't stand this mother, and just out of nowhere. Yo, them joints be funny, man. Them joints be funny. But anyway, shout out to Too Raw, man. Shout out to Too Raw. Anyway, so I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the breaking news. Now the news we're gonna be waiting for. Oh, by the way. And guess what? Guess what? The Lakers, man. I gotta hand it to the Lakers. Y'all done found a way to steal the headlines in the playoffs once again. Y'all done found a way to do it again. The Lakers done found a way to steal headlines in the playoffs. Now we're gonna be talking about the Lakers all throughout the playoffs. God damn, you gotta hand it to the Lakers, man. The Lakers be sitting there like, yo, fire this dude so they can just fire him and let them talk about us, man. We ain't concerned with these. Let them talk about us right now, and that's what's gonna happen. People are gonna get pissed off every single year. Why are we talking about the Lakers? The Lakers are out of the playoffs. We're gonna be doing it again. People keep talking about, Dreamers Pro, you need LeBron and these boys. ESPN needs LeBron. Skip Bayless and these boys need LeBron because they talking about him every day. I remember when players begged to play for the Lakers because of the Lakers. Now the Lakers are begging players like Labalco. Shameful. Appreciate that, Cryptic. A long story short, says if Giannis' brother has a contract, bro. Yo, that was funny. Yo, who said this? Shout out to this dude. A long story short said if Giannis' brother has a contract. Yo, that was funny, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. That was funny. That was actually fun. That was actually funny. That was actually fun. Yo, speaking of Giannis, did y'all hear the story about Giannis not signing with Adidas because they didn't want to sign his brother? Yo, Giannis tried to basically he basically tried to steal money from Adidas because I don't know why they would sign his brother. No disrespect to his brother, but if I was Adidas, I'd have told Giannis, you better get the fuck up out my office. Excuse my French. You and your brother need to get. Matter of fact, let him go first. What? You want me to give this dude a contract for what? If I was Adidas, I would have said, you give him some of your money. How about that? Hold up. Nike signed him? Hold up. Did Nike sign Giannis's brother? I don't believe that. That's impossible. Nike signed his brother? Nah, that's impossible. Come on, stop playing with me. Nike signed Giannis's brother? I never saw that. Hold on, let me see. I got to see this. I think y'all are playing with me. Let me see. There's no way Nike was signed. Hold on, I got to see this. What is Giannis Antetokounmpo? I forgot his brother. Brother, what's his name? What's the dude name? Brother is Thanasis, right? Thanasis. Let me see. Nike contract. If he has a Nike contract, then I'm gonna just lose it. Oh, there's no way he got a contract. Yeah, Giannis has a deal. I don't know if his brother does. They're gonna give him his shoes to do. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense because he'd be sitting on the bench for a long time. So since his feet don't be moving because he don't be playing, you can get a good look at his shoes. That could be the only reason I can see Nike giving him a contract. I don't know why else they would do that. Like, I don't see any other reason to give him a contract, to be quite honest with you. So, I mean, no, if you think about it, he's always sitting still. So if the camera's on Giannis, for sure you're gonna see his shoes. So because I don't know why else. Will coaching decision be made before LeBron signs? That's a good ass question. I don't know. The Lakers are like the best story in the NBA. How can you not talk about the Lakers? There's always something going on, and now we're going to be talking about them again. Adidas still paying Derrick Rose, paying Derrick Rose's brothers. I know they're still paying Derrick Rose. I don't know if they're paying his brothers, though. I'm not sure. Y'all can fact check me on that. Yeah, so the point he made up was if the Milwaukee Bucks gave him a contract, then it can definitely. Well, I guess so. I guess you make a good point. I never thought about it that way. But anyway, man, so this is the news. Y'all heard what it is. Lakers just fired Darvin Ham. Damn shame, but it is what it is, man. Appreciate you guys for being a part of this live, and looking forward to talking more about the Lakers. Let's go, Lakers.